Hi Leos, welcome to your April 2018 readings. Apologize for being late again. I ended up screwing up my shoulder really bad where I actually fell. I was running and I tripped and I just boom hit the ground and landed on my shoulder. So yeah, ending to that, and I got over the flu right after. This Mercury retrograde's been insane, but I actually like Mercury retrograde. I just find I'm a little clumsy around that time for some reason. I don't know why. But information does come to light for me personally with Mercury retrograde. I'm not sure why, but so hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm going to be doing these readings like the last month readings for you guys because I didn't get everybody's out and I wanted to do everybody's the same. So it's about what you need to know, show, and grow. I find those things highly useful, and these readings tend to work really well for myself, so I'm sharing it with everybody else. You have an interesting reading. I have 4 kinds of decks here happening, so we'll see what comes through. I have a chakra card at the end. That's the 4th deck. So what you need, well, I'll just go through all the cards first. You have I Am Magnetic. It's very much a Leo card. Because you guys do attract quite a bit. I Am Unique. I like this card. I Am Pause. You have a very strong Aquarian energy here. Using skills, creative power, personal efforts. You have resistance to change, stubbornness, and procrastination. You got prosperity and money. You have the 5 of Swords. You have the 10 of Pentacles. And you have the King of Swords. So for some of you, I'm getting immediately through, okay, there's something here about legalities. And you have to be upfront and forthcoming with the King of Swords here, okay? Because the Swords characters are protectors, but they can only protect when they know things. And the smallest minute detail or the smallest, like a little thing that you think that's not something that's a big deal is actually quite a big deal to an air sign. They get a lot of information out of that. They have foresight, but they need everything in order to have the proper foresight to protect you properly. So just ensure your communication is clear and upfront and decisive with if you're dealing with a lawyer. So that means if you're having problems, you need to explain those problems to your lawyer. It means like if you're embarrassed about something, well, you need to still get over that and tell the lawyer that information because that information is valuable to him. Like he needs to know that. Okay, he's not going to make you feel bad about anything, but he does need to know that to transform that information into protection so he can protect you. Okay, and you have to be patient because if you're dealing with some sort of legality, it's going to take time. All right. And then for others of you, I'm getting this energy here. You have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is a family-oriented card, okay? You have an Aquarian energy here, which is humanitarian. The 5 of Swords, I perceive that card quite a bit differently than other people do. I'm not sure why. It's a Venus and Aquarius card, okay? And with Venus and Aquarius, that placement is very much a humanitarian card. Aquarians pour out their emotions. They're humanitarian, okay? So they give overall. Very similar to a Leo. It's your opposite sign. And with Leo and Aquarius, North Node, South Node right now, you guys are highly affected, okay? Your Leos are finding their Merlins. And Aquarians are finding their King Arthurs, okay? And it doesn't mean that it's like your spouse partner. It means it's just like your partner in crime, all right? And not bad crime, but it's your partner for your quest. So like your best friend, okay? Or it's the person that's going to come in and you're both going to learn lessons together, all right? But there's some sort of thing happening in your family, okay? It seems like arguments are occurring, and it's due to communication, Leos. And I think a while ago we got a reading. I have a Leo moon, so I'm in this with you guys. But the message that's coming through, and it like I'm remembering a specific reading that came up for you guys where it was extremely important that you watched your communication. And this was actually like 6 months ago or something like that, I think. That you guys have great power with your communication, right? There's also a sense, okay, and in that reading too, we went over how Leos attract. Um, okay, everybody's like, oh, Leos are dramatic. Okay, that may be true. I got a Leo moon. I'm not gonna lie, emotionally, I can be a little dramatic. Okay, I have Aquarius placements too that is the opposite of that. So, with me, it's kind of contradicting. But like, uh, it's not only that you can attract drama, okay, like, because you can attract drama. It's magnetic towards you guys, okay. But it's also that you could be the cause of drama too. You want to ensure, and it's through communication. It is coming up through communication here, and it's because if that's the occurrence, okay, because this is what you need to know here, all right? Because you have this snowflake here. It's like some sort of like communication being harsh and strong. It could be from somebody else, or it could be from you. Because again, it goes opposite. And with the I am magnetic, it could mean that you're addicted to drama, or or the opposite. Drama comes towards you, and it's the way you need to handle it is in a more humanitarian way, which means like with the Venus and Aquarius, it's like stepping back, okay, not involving yourself, looking at where are the emotions coming from, why is the communication coming out that way, reflecting on it before you actually go forward with it, okay, because you have to be balanced in your communication here. With the number 5 coming through, there needs to be changes, and it is an Aquarius energy here, and you have I am unique, and I see actually Leos are quite unique too. I find you guys very unique. And when I just said that, I've seen the dressmaker again, and I've had this come up a few times for Leos. So some of you could be really good in fashion, okay? And you're with the I'm stubborn, you're not like going forward with it. It may be a passion of yours. You're into some sort of fashion trend. It could be, scarves. You make scarves. Leos look really good with scarves, actually. Maybe you make them or you like them, and you can start making them, like, because you love scarves, and you can start making them. Maybe you like socks. I actually knew a Leo who loved socks and had the best socks in the world. Maybe you can make socks and start selling them. There's something that you really love that you need to transform that into like a business for yourself somehow, right? You're unique. It's saying you're unique. Okay, but and any family issues you're having, you have to uniquely handle them. Okay, and that means like with an Aquarius energy, you have to be understanding and diplomatic. Okay, because the Aquarius Venus energy is very detached. They understand human emotions, where they're coming from. Okay, it's not because they're cold-hearted. It's because they understand emotions. There's a detach. You got to detach yourself from a situation when it starts to get dramatic. Okay. You want to ensure that you're not trying to control situations too, all right? You want to pause and let things play out, okay? Because you can't control everything. You can control the way you react to it, okay? So you may be learning a lesson right now of how to emotionally react, okay? And what the universe is asking you to grow is pausing before you emotionally react verbally, like before you verbally express yourself, okay? And this is also the samurai card. So it's like ensure that you're not, because with the samurai, he will kill himself rather than be caught, okay? Or so it's like there's a pride and ego thing here. So you want to ensure that you're not like causing a situation to occur over pride and ego being hurt, okay? Like, so it's like having to admit you're wrong, or it's basically change though, okay? Like it's like you're fighting change here, Leo. All right, you can't fight it. All right, you have to accept it, and in whatever area that is, this is general reading. It's different for all of you. It could be like you need to change your job. You need to change your education or upgrade your education. Okay, like to build a firm, lasting foundation. It means like, okay, well, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if the same problem keeps occurring, okay, because with the Five of Swords, this is like changing the outcome of things by changing the way that you handle it. Okay, so whatever you've been doing hasn't been working for you, so now you have to change the way that you're doing it. Okay, because it seems there's a family here that's being harmed. But there's also like a family coming together as well. But you're a Leo, you're ruled by the sun. So like there's abundance coming towards you, and it's like the universe wants you to be aware that they don't want you to miss out on opportunities because you're unwilling to see from a different point of view or to change some sort of quality because you're being stubborn about it with the donkey here, right? It's, like stubbornness, resistance to change, right? And it could be something simple like your finances, like it's like making financial adjustments, okay? You have to focus on that. You have this guy here who's quite logical, all right? Like he makes clear and decisive decisions, okay? And with Aquarius energy, everybody's like Aquarius is like, that energy that you can't really predict an Aquarian energy, but they're very the thing that people don't know, or maybe they do, about Aquarians is they build really good firm foundations. Like they're ruled by Saturn as a co-ruler as well as Uranus. Okay. I'm laughing because when I looked at the donkey, I was thinking a part of my language of, like, don't be an ass. But then with Aquarius, if you like actually like look at the planet from the scientific point of view, their best view is their part of my language again, their ass. Like the back end of Uranus is a lot more appealing than the front end of them. I don't know why that came through here, you guys. Maybe that's something for somebody out there. I just thought that was funny. For some of you, it's either you or somebody else. The communication is quite harsh and cold. All right, and that could be with magnetic causing drama. All right, but then again, there's the underdog energy here. Okay, with Aquarius and Venus, that is the victorious card. You'll win. All right, as long as you're willing to make the changes and the sacrifice necessary, you'll win. And it's with that card, you win because things are done correctly. All right, the correct thing is being done, which means it's not a card. It's a card that goes for the underdog. All right, a person who has that when that energy comes into play, it like fights systems. All right, things that no longer work, or it's like the protesting energy. All right, or it's like the say if it was a person, it would be like that had money, right? Because you got this business dude here. Okay, he will go if it's an Aquarius Venus energy, they will always root for the person who's different, and like nobody's betting on that person. All right, it's also an energy that will bully bullies. All right, they will go after. They don't tolerate like negative behavior. They call people out on it. Okay, it's like the energy of it's psychological energy too as well, because they understand emotions. So with the Ten of Pentacles being here, it's almost like, okay, you need to be aware of what you hear and see. They're two totally different things. Okay, so it's like with this energy knows that if somebody is given praise to, like, say at work, a higher up, somebody that is like has a higher position than they do, it knows that if somebody's like brown nosing to that person, okay, they know that they're doing that because they want to reap benefits. So it's like a person going to somebody that's okay. If you were getting into like you don't want to be used. So I'm trying to think of like the proper example to give here. It's like if somebody's praising you, you want to ensure that the intentions are correct. They may be praising you because you have a higher position and they're trying to benefit something off of you, okay? Because with this energy will praise the underdog. It praises the little guy, all right? It protects the little guy, all right? Like, so it'll bring light to the little guy. He knows that those who have nothing, they have knowledge, all right? And they protect those people. Right. So somebody's constantly praising the people that are higher up above them. Well, they're doing that because they want to reap some sort of benefit from it. All right. So it's like, notice what you hear and see. All right. So cut through that. What you need to know is that, okay, you're going to attract things to you that you think about. That's highly valuable for you guys this month. So you want to ensure that you look outside of the box and that you're not being hard on yourselves, like where I can't change this about me, okay? It's not the woe's me energy. It's you can change it. You have to change your mindset about it and you have to take action towards it. And whatever you're going to go after, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. I'm telling you that right now. There's going to be ups and downs, highs and lows, but you are going to be victorious. And those highs and lows are there for a purpose. They're there to teach you lessons and to help you build your character and push you forward. Okay, they're lessons that you're going to be able to apply the knowledge that you've learned from them towards something for growth and to help you build a foundation somehow. That's what came through. What you need to show is I am unique, okay? And Leos are unique, all right? And then for some of you, it's like you need to handle problems that are occurring within your family in a unique way. And what's interesting, okay, this I was actually talking to my sister. She's a Leo. And I was quite impressed with how she handled a situation with her boyfriend. She had put up a chore list, okay, because couples argue about who's doing what all the time, and it's not fair that one person's always doing something and the other person's not. You know what I mean? It's equality coming through. So with the way she handled it was in a unique way. She put up a chore chart, and on this day her name was there to do the dishes and the cooking, and then whatever day however they worked that schedule out, her boyfriend was doing the cooking and the cleaning on that day, right? And it was rotated. So something like that could work for you guys, like in a unique way. You guys are Leos. I've said this before, you're fantastic thinkers, all right? Like you're quick, you're fast, you're versatile, and you're well-rounded. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to show that, okay? And apply that. All right, think outside of the box. You have an Aquarius energy you're being given. Whether or not you use that is up to you. Energies are fluid. All right. With the Ten of Pentacles here, I am feeling like there's going to be happiness in your family coming together. There could be arguments in the past that have occurred. Okay, well, that's just, if you have children, I'm seeing children arguing here. That's normal, okay? There has to be like a balance though. Like, so it's like maybe your children are arguing because they feel like one person's getting more attention or one person is being, like, they feel like they're being restricted more than the other. So then again, you want to balance things out. Maybe you need to apply a chore chart for your children and equal it out, like. You don't want to resist changing your finances, though. This means cutting costs where you can, right? So it's small things, even like changing your light bulbs to a more energy efficient light bulb, okay? Maybe some of you are changing your house here, even rebuilding your house or whatever, looking into solar energy, stuff like that, okay? Like doing things in a unique way. Collecting rainwater for your garden, like there's unique ways you could have a unique solution for a problem too here. All right. There is a family coming back together though. You do need to grow your uniqueness, and you do need to grow. You do need to grow on your stubbornness. Like, there's times where you need to be stubborn, that is coming through, but there's times where you need to give too. Like, which means like you got to realize that, like, everybody's different and everybody's unique and they handle problems in their own way, and it's not going to be the way that you may agree with, but it's the way that's going to work for that person. Okay? And then for some of you, you have a strong Aquarian energy within your family, and maybe you have a strong bond with that person, and they're uniquely, they may be unique. You could have good times with them. And then I thought something just fell there. You do have to pause, okay? What you need to, the advice the universe is giving you is you need to pause. And with the prosperity and finances, this could be about creating that for your family, okay? It could be a family business that can come together and do that. Earthly realm is like foods, or, animals, farms, things like that. It's like things you can touch. Restaurants, baking, sewing, because I got this dress thing here, fashion, makeup. You need to contemplate those things before you take action on it, okay? Because you need to foresee things. Again, this guy has foresight, so it's asking you, and it's the masculine energy, so it's asking you to focus in directly on one problem at a time, not multiple problems. Focus in directly on that one issue, handle that one issue, and then move on to the next one, and focus your energy on that. Don't go running around trying to do 20 things at once. Just tend to one thing at a time, okay? Some of you need to talk to an accountant, a lawyer you may need to talk to. If it's business stuff, well, okay, well, then you have this energy here is not being stubborn to ask for help. So going to the government, they have entrepreneur programs, okay? Finding out the details about having your own business, talking to people that have had businesses, talking to a business advisor. Doesn't mean you sign the contract right away with them. You want to get multiple perspectives before you do that. Trust your gut feelings, okay? Don't be stubborn about things, though. Don't be, like, with this whole, like, procrastination, stubborn resistance to change. It's like, don't be afraid to take risks, even though you know that it may not work out, because that may be knowledge that you need. So, like, taking a program, you may not directly go into that career frame, but it may be knowledge that you need to help growth in another career. You know what I mean? You can apply things to multiple areas. You don't just have to use it for that specific one. Knowledge always, like, you can always transform it and transmute it into other areas. Like, but you do need to take on the masculine energy of the air sign, okay? And they focus directly on a task, okay? And they have foresight. That's how they do it. They're focused on it and they have foresight. An Aquarian could have foresight for you as well, a masculine energy here. He can bring clarity, right? And he's elevated. He's operating out of his high vibration, okay? And then for some of you, it's like a Libra energy. My nose just started itching there. And Libras aren't very stubborn if they, like, they're very balanced and they don't like to make decisions unless it's fair and equal. So the cards are asking you to consider that. Be fair and equal here, okay? With your decision making. So ensure that you're considering the consequences of, or the repercussions of doing things, what it's going to have on other people before you actually do it. Because it's telling you to pause. Okay, so it's like, if you're gung-ho about having a business and starting a business, it's asking you to pause. Like, don't invest all your finances in it, because you can maybe able to get a loan to help, because you may need to save for a rainy day. All right, like, and you don't want to ruin, like, you don't want to risk what you have. You want to be smart about things. Okay, and the only way you can do that is pausing. And then for some of you, your husband is very concerned about finances and focus on creating that firm family foundation. You have the Emperor here. Okay, and the Emperor is a person who's created a firm foundation. Right? And it's not just a person who started a business and it's, successful and they've only had it for a year. This is a person who has created a business or been a business advisor for years. We're talking 10, 20 years. Okay, or this is a person, male or female, who has, it's also like a mother, father. So it's a person who has adult children. It's not a new mother where their children are young or a new father where their children are young. This is a person who has adult children. So a person who's already had a family, right? So you can learn from them somehow, right? You could be stubborn with this person. And it's asking you, handle things in a unique way, change your approach with that person. But you do need some sort of higher up to help you in some manner. I'm not sure what manner. Prosperity is coming towards you. You just need to be smart about things, and you will have foresight about things. But it is asking you to, in whatever scenario that you're trying to do, whether it's mend a relationship, mend family relations, or change your career, even with friends and things like that, it's just like asking you to pause and change your approach with things and protect yourself as well. That's coming through here. Like your finances is fragile. I feel like for some of you, it could be fragile. So don't, again, if you're investing in something, don't invest fully in it. Like leave yourself that thing for the rainy day. You know what I mean? Or if you need to make more finances, well, then you want to reconsider going back to school. For some of you, creatively, you need to apply yourselves. And as a Leo, you're very creative. If you're dealing with your parents do have good intentions towards you, and they kind of feel like your communication, all right? Like, just try to be respectful towards your parents. They're just saying that. They mean well, okay? And you may need to just be openly talk to them, not get angry about things. Just openly say how you're feeling, okay? You may have to start that conversation with somebody here, it's saying, to help bring things together. But there is changes that need to happen, and this is self-focused, so it's within yourself, all right? Like, it's the way you handle conflict or problems is coming through here. And it's like you want to emotionally step back, okay? You need to step back so you can see the emotions from a logical standpoint. Why did that person react like that? Because they got emotionally sparked. Why did they emotionally get like put off? Think about what was said and think about if that was said to you, how that would offend you. Like if you put your this is like putting your feet in their scenario to try to understand it better. So if you have children and you're having a problem with them, try to put yourself in their shoes just to try to see from the other perspective. It may help. Anything that you want to produce or go forward with or create, whether that's going back to school, getting a new education, taking a new certification course, changing your finances, growing your finances, anything like that, you're going to be successful at. You'll be victorious. You got to handle things differently and in a unique way. So if you're somebody that handles finances on your own, well, then it's asking you to change again. You want things to be different, then you got to handle things in a different way. That's all the cards are really asking you to do this month. Okay, so, and that could be, there's a pride and ego thing here. We're all going to have to swallow that somehow. Others are as well. There's a lesson here being played. Okay? You're not just the only one going through it. The people that you're coming into contact were meant to, this conflict was meant to shed the ego on both parties. Live, love, and learn is what's coming through here. Live, love, and learn. Not sure why those words were the ones I chose to use, but that's what's coming through here. And just know that you have the strength to get through any storm, any conflict that you're going through is meant, it's like meant to happen to like help you grow. All right. All right. Hopefully this helped you out. I will talk to you next month. Namaste and ciao for now.